Hello and welcome to the Flipping Houses show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start flipping houses. Bigger Flip Show, sorry, forgot the name of the show. Um, and as I said, I'm Michael Pinter, and I teach you how to start flipping houses, or if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. So I'm going to tell you what the hardest part of flipping houses is to me. To me, it's two parts. They both involve construction. The first is dealing with contractors, and the second is dealing with building departments. Now, in my area, there are a lot of different building departments. So we have two counties. Within each county, there's multiple cities, multiple towns. Within those towns, sometimes there's cities, sometimes there's villages, and they all have different requirements. It's very hard. But dealing with contractors is probably harder because inevitably, most contractors will let you down. They just will. Either they will not finish, or they will, have cost tell you that you got to spend a lot more money than you originally anticipated. They won't finish the job. There's just a million things that can go wrong. Now, I've dealt with great contractors, and sometimes a great contractor is good for one house, but when you try and use them for two houses, they're not great. They're terrible. So you got to be careful. Finding contractors is something I get asked all the time, and I wish I had some magic way to tell you, magic way to find it, but there aren't. It's not so easy. So, um, and you can't use a contractor who's a regular residential remodeler. You can't pay full retail price on these things. You have to get the construction at a discount, just like you get the house at a discount. So these things make flipping houses challenging, right? And a big part of me wants to never flip a house again. All right, my goal really is to get to sort of zero work. I'll never get there ever, but like I'm doing a major renovation now, and I'm not happy about it. But I'm almost done, and it's okay. There were some glitches along the way, but ideally, I'd buy everything at a deep enough discount to wholesale it. The reality is not the case, right? I wish I had inundated with leads and I could just throw all the properties away that I didn't have to pay a little more for. But sometimes you got to pay more than you can wholesale it for. And sometimes you think you can wholesale something and you can't, and you got to do the flip yourself. So this is the reality. If you're able to close, it gives you a lot more power. When you're negotiating, it gives you a lot more power in that you're not going to be held up by a buyer. Somebody recently called me, said they had a buyer. That buyer fell apart. So that's where I stand right now. I stand in a situation where I'd like to do less work, but I got to do work sometimes, just the way the cookie crumbles. So, yeah, and you make more money on it usually, although sometimes you make less. Depends. That's another part about flipping houses I don't like. I didn't really talk about that, but there is some uncertainty, right? We all think, oh, it's simple. I'll just do $15, $20 a square foot. It doesn't work that way. Things come up that you didn't count on. You finish a house, and then the buyer says, "I'll buy it, but I want you to do X, Y, and Z." You didn't count on it. It's another 20 grand. Things like that happen all the time. So I prefer to wholesale, but I'm going to continue to flip houses because I have to. And I hope this was helpful. If you're interested in all the ways I can help you, you can go to biggerflips.com. Thank you very, very much for watching.